Hello everyone, my name is Peter, and today I am going to show you how to install the EV3 Lab software for Windows and Mac. I will start by doing the Windows portion of the tutorial and then move on to the Mac part of the tutorial. So if you are on a Mac, you can skip to the timestamp in the description. Now let's start with the Windows tutorial. To start off with, please click the link in the description of this video labeled Windows. You will then be brought to this web page. Now you can scroll down to where it says download your Mindstorm software. And then in the drop-down menu, please select Windows 7, 8.1, or 10. Do not select Windows 10 touch devices even if you do have a Windows 10 touchscreen device. This is because this is a different software than the Windows 7, 8.1, and 10 option. So click on that and then make sure that you are also on English United States on the other drop-down menu. Click Download and then click Keep. And at that point, we will now wait for the software to download fully. It is important to note that you need to have 2 gigabytes of free available space on your hard drive in order for the download and installation to work correctly. So please make sure that you have this. Now that the installer has downloaded fully, we can begin the setup process. So start by clicking and opening the installer. You will then be prompted to allow it to make changes, and you will click Yes. At this point, it will now extract the installer. A new window will now pop up that is waiting for the installer to initialize. So just wait for it to do its thing, and we will continue on with the next step. Perfect. So now you want to set your destination directory. So I always just leave this at default. And then click Next. At this point, you all will want to select the Student Edition. However, since I am the teacher, I'm going to install the Teacher Edition. But you will install the Student Edition. Now we can click Next again. Now we want to accept the 2 license agreements. And obviously, I always recommend reading through the agreements before, signing your life away. But those are the 2 agreements. You can read those over on your own time. But I'm going to click Accept the above 2 license agreements and click Next. Now we have to install 2 other things. So I will accept the 2 above license agreements as well and click Next. Great. Now we just have to wait for it to install. So this will take a little while since it is kind of a large program. But yeah, so I will return once it is completely installed. So now, as you can see, the LEGO Mindstorm's Education EV3 installation is complete. So now we will click Finish. At this point, I always recommend to go into the program and actually test to make sure it works. So I'm going to go down and click on the Windows button and type in EV3, and then I will click on that and open up the program. This is how you know it's opening. So interesting fact, the EV3 software is actually a derivative of National Instruments LabVIEW, which is a professionally used programming language for machinery and other applications. Alright, so it is opened, and it will, on the first time, open this and tell us what is new. And I will click on Do Not Show This Again for this version and close. And there is an update available, so I will click OK. And at this point, you can update or not, it won't really matter that much. And then you can go in to open your first program. You can click on the plus in the top left hand corner, and a new project folder will open, and it will also open at the same time a brand new program, and this is where you can start programming. So that has been the Windows part of this video. Next up is the Mac part of the video for the installation of this exact same software on the Mac. Alright, Mac users, now it is your turn to install the software. So start by going to the link in the video description. This will take you to the website that you need to go to. Once the page loads, you will be brought to a screen that says download the EV3 Lab software. Please scroll down and make sure you are selected on Mac OS and English United States. Please note that you need at least 2 gigabytes of available space for this software installation to work properly. As you can see, the installation file is 1.1 gigabytes. If everything looks fine, click the download button. We now just have to wait for the software to download, and once it is downloaded, I will be back. After a couple minutes, the software will download, and you will be left with the download in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. All you have to do is click on it. This will begin opening the installation file. It will then verify the file, mount it, and you'll be presented with something like this. At this point, double-click on the little box icon. This will open up the installation. Depending on the speed of your system, this might take a long time or it might not. Okay, if you are presented with something like this, then you will now do the following steps. Otherwise, wait until these steps are over and then continue on. So if you are presented with a prompt like this, press OK, and then go down to your system preferences. You will now open up your System Preferences app. Then click the back button or get to this page. Now find the Security and Privacy and double click on that. Go to General, and then right here it will say Lego Mindstorms EV3 .package, and it was blocked. So now we will click Open anyway. Finally, it will go through one more security setting, and you will click Open. You might need to click down to your dock and find the icon that looks like this, or says Installer, in order to find the installer. Then a window like this will open up. Click Continue, Continue, Agree, finally Continue. However, since I am the teacher, I'm going to select Teacher Edition as well. But you will not need to do that. And finally Continue. Install, and as you can see, 2.15 gigabytes. Now enter your password if your account is password protected or if the administrator account needs access. And install software. From this point, the installation will take a little bit of time. And so I will see you when the installation is complete. Alright, so as you can see by the giant green check mark, the installation is now complete. So let's go ahead and click the close button and exit out of the installer. Now we can go to our Launchpad and search. Actually, we don't need to search, it's right here. Lego Mindstorms Education EV3. Click on it, and the software will start to open up. Now on the first time, the software might take a little bit to open up. I'm going to click Don't Reopen since I have had this installed before. Yeah. Once it opens up, we're going to just open up a project file to make sure that everything is working properly. So I'm going to click Close, click OK. I'm going to click the plus sign to open up a new project, and once this opens up, we will have confirmation that it is working properly. Alright, everything opened up. We can drag up the locks and connect them. And so everything seems to be working properly. So thank you for watching this installation tutorial. This has been the Mac portion. Please let me know if you guys have any problems installing the software, and I will be happy to assist. Thank you.